to another exciting episode of Building My Game Until I Get a Job in Tech. This is episode 2, and today I'll be walking you through the latest updates I've made to the game. Now, if you've caught the last video, you might have noticed that when you selected your party and their names, the game just started. No difficulty selection or anything. Well, I fixed that. As you see here at the start, you can choose your difficulty even in party mode. I skipped most of the intro flow since those parts haven't changed yet, but I wanted to highlight this new addition up front. For today's gameplay, I'm going to be playing Nightmare mode, mainly because it gives the longest gameplay window to show off the new sounds effects I've added to the game. Let's start with the basic attack sounds for each character. First we'll do the warrior, then we have the mage, now we have the archer, and last the priest. So those are all of the new sound effects that I've added to the game for basic attacks. They are subject to change and edit, but for right now that's what I have. Now on to special abilities. Here's the first set. The warrior's first is Deadly Strike. Then you have the mage's Meteor Strike. Then you have the archer's Arrow Rain. And then you have the priest max health regen. So those are all of the first set of special abilities. These are the second set for warrior. Here we go. Then we have then we have the mage's Ice Storm. Then we have the archer's Quick Evade. And then last we have Holy Light. This is a fun fact for Arrow Rain and all of Priest's special abilities. I actually had to learn how to mix multiple sound clips to get the effect I wanted. It was a surprisingly fun process, not as time consuming as I expected, and it got me thinking I might go back and remix all the character sounds to make them even more unique and original. Now that I'm going to be showing the attempt evolution, since it is chance based, I'll try it once per turn for each character until it lands, just to keep the gameplay moving forward. There you go, we actually got it on the first try. This is what it sounds like when each of the characters evolves into their heroic class. In this case, Conan the warrior evolves into the hero. Well, since we don't have to go through all of that, I'm going to go ahead and show what it sounds like when you heal. And that's what it sounds like when you heal. And so those are all of the sound effects. Actually, one last thing that I'll show is that when you attempt an evolution and fail, that's the sound that you get. So let's go ahead, since we've done all of that, we'll just go ahead. And that's the end of the game. I went ahead and finished it because there wasn't any more sounds. Guys, learning how to implement and customize these sounds have honestly been one of the most exciting parts of the project. If you know me personally, you probably got a message from me geeking out when I got it working. The game is starting to come together, and I'm so pumped about what's headed for next. What it's headed for next. That's it for episode 2 of Building My Game Until I Get a Job in Tech. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, drop a comment with suggestions, and of course subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Speaking of what's next, in next week's update, I'm planning to expand the gameplay, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching, and catch you on the next one.